Dora. Yeah, I need you to stop this from attacking. Cool. Sauser, keep the heals up. Saren. Yeah. Wards. Can you execute? Yes. Alright. Now we got this. Let's heal. Ooh, I'm running out of energy. It's okay. We're good. Hooray! We got this. Nope. Sorry. My wards are denying you. Yes. There we go. Almost down. We're in it to win it. Almost down. Yes! Take that, Khan. You're no match for us. Pieces of Khan started to roll off of him. He went silent as he watched himself fall apart. I return to my brothers. Yeah, bye-bye. The rock of his face crumbled and his eyes went dark. All that was left of the Alpha Golem was a pile of boulders. Yeah. Heck yes. Oh boy. Finished. Let's give him a little bit more health. And then... yeah, let's maximize this. Paralyze 3. Dora. Strength. Will. Sure. Let's give her a little bit more will. There we go. A little bit more will. Ramus. No, Ramus, we're gonna give you more will, because I ran out of... I'm running out of mana for you, or skill points for you, so let's do that. Karen's actually a pretty decent fighter. She's really good at what she does. Let's give her a little bit more magic points to play with. More mana, or whatever. Let's give you more... that to play with. Misfit. Yeah, some more strength and will. And then... actually, here we go. Demon. Immolation. Doom Gaze. Let's do a Devour. Claw Strike. No, let's do a Devour. I wanna have his healing abilities to be even better. Sure. Why not? Yeah, Riposte. Sounds good. Yeah, Sauser is ridiculously powerful. Yeah, that's fine. A little bit... yeah, that's fine. Healing is good. Healing is good. The demons behind him are no longer jeering. As soon as Loren looked at them, they fell out of ranks and tried to flee any which way they could. But Loren was too winded to do anything more. She fell to her knees and tried desperately to regain her breath. Loren, are you all right? Saren was by her side immediately, checking her for mortal wounds. No, I'm well. The demons have attacked the neutral city, one untouched by the elves or Empire. Yes, it will be most interesting to hear how the Council will try to blame this one on the elves. They can't possibly. They will have to realize that their enemy lies in the Everburn Mountains, not the forest. We must go to Grimoire. I will make sure their actions are swift. The party tended to the city of Hammerands shortly before leaving for Grimoire. The dwarven leaders were grateful for their services and assured Ramis that the city would be rebuilt in no time. They also agreed to join the army against the demons, which is extremely welcome. After experiencing the wrath of the demons firsthand, they all feared what else Faust had in store for them. They traveled to Grimoire to confront the council on what transpired at Hammerands. They omitted the fact that the demons attacked merely to bait Loren to keep anyone from branding her a threat to the world. Probably a good idea. It was because she had the sword that the demons wanted her dead, which made it even more important to protect her. After much deliberation, accusations, arguments, and placating the Council of Grimoire, finally came to an agreement that the demons were a stronger enemy than any other, and that they needed to collaborate with the elves to take them down. Through Queen Karen's authority, Loren was now granted use of the Amazon Griffins, so that they could travel all across the world with ease. Nice, so that means no random battles? Chapter 3, Trial by Fire. Oh, look at all those characters. Are we going to get more party members? I hope we get even more party members this time. I feel like there's 3 more slots left. Back at the Citadel, Loren was entertaining both the Empire and Elven generals in the audience chamber. They were fast to disagree on every possible matter. Saren watched as his mistress's glower deepened every time a general would interrupt the other, or scoffed at the other's suggestion, or merely frowned. Despite there being a peace treaty, the two races were far from being at peace with one another. Loren finally had enough. Quiet, all of you. You're both incompetent and know little of war. You're both acting like younglings. Their shocked expressions turned to resentment, and then to guilt. We will win no war like this, with the two of you in charge. And what is your solution, if I may ask? I will lead the army. Both sides will follow my command. A woman? Ha! Loren reached for her sword, but in the same moment Saren had leapt up to physically stay her hand. Loren instead just growled. The council would never let you take charge of its army. Well, it had better if we want to win anything. Mistress, maybe we shouldn't argue with the general. Loren turned away, upset about her lack of control over the situation. The forest elders are not likely to give you complete control either, unfortunately. She is right, however. We cannot wage war like this, divided in two. Then we should convince both councils that Loren is a remarkable leader. That won't be hard. Actually, it's most likely will be. The stupidity of the humans and elves will never cease to astound me. Saren looked at his queen briefly. Did she truly think his kind was stupid? How best do you recommend we convince them to give Loren full command, Archwizard? Pushing back the demons, the demon army would be a good start. Scourges of demons are roaming the land, and dispersing them would likely put a heavy dent in the demons' forces, as well as demonstrating the ability of the one who dispatches them. Yes, demons have been lingering in the outskirts of Horus, one of the Empire's prized cities. Reports say that they are being led by a corrupted barbarian. He is said to be a fearsome man to behold. Not a barbarian, you say? But nothing should be too much of a match for our great prospective leader. I will deal with him. Stop the barbarian. And recruit him, maybe? Defeat the corrupted barbarian in the outskirts. On a related note, Princess a succubus had been terrorizing the desert and forest. If you slay her, the elves may concede authority to you. So my paths are clear. I must slay 2 demons to take reign over the combined army. Stop the succubus. And recruit her? You make it sound easy. Loren clenched her fist in determination before exiting the room to prepare. Outside, Breza ran up to Loren and Karen. This was the first time they had seen her since she was told to scout the castle of Namar. My queen! She panted and almost collapsed in front of them. Great Moon, what is the trouble? Namar, vampires! So, the vampires have taken over the castle once again. My scouts, they've taken them. I was the only one who escaped. Ooh, can we recruit a vampire? That would be so cool. Like Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII, with a vampire with a gun. How many? I rode with 8 subordinates, Majesty. I saw one killed right before me, and the others will be too. That cannot happen, Loren. Yes, we will travel there as soon as possible. New quest, save the scouts. Travel to the castle of Namar to save the Amazon scout being held captive. You're relieved, Breza. Go home and rest. We will retrieve our Amazons. The military commander nodded and left. Loren knew she should have intervened sooner. Wow. Alright, let's check out camp. Saren patrolled outside the camp alongside Draco for guard duty. Saren held a torch, while Draco trained a ball of fire to illuminate his way. They had been conversing for a while before Saren realized something. Draco was showing up for his guard shifts, even after Apollomesho's punishment week was over. Wait, it's my turn to guard tonight, not yours. If you want to take my shift, just ask. Oh no, you're right. It's my turn yet for a while. Did you want me to leave? Saren kept his eye on Draco as he started walking again. I didn't say that. Draco chuckled and joined his side like before. I need all the exercise I can get from all the food that I eat. I know I shouldn't like ham as much as I do. It's not natural. Saren tried not to laugh, so he just hummed in agreement. I've gotten used to you being here. It's nice having someone around out here in these dark woods. It can get lonely. I know what you mean. The way he said it caused Saren to think about loneliness outside of just the present. He thought of the early days when he would curl up on a bedroll in the slave pen next to hundreds of other men. Yet he was not allowed to speak to them, let alone know their names. None of the slaves could even manage to look another in the eyes while trying to keep warm by the soul fire. Even around so many people, he was still alone. Saren hadn't realized that his pace had slowed to a stop. Draco was now looking at him with concern. Sorry, I was just thinking. The past is over with, you know. There's now, and then there's the future. Anything can happen, so there's that. There's that. Where do you see yourself after this war is over? After the war is over, the world will be a better place everywhere. More accepting and inviting. I could actually go into a city and do stuff. You mean without hiding your lineage? Draco's head tilted at the reference to his ears, as if he could suddenly feel them. They're ugly anyway. I'd probably still do that. Saren frowned. And what about you? Oh, well, don't judge me, but I'd probably just buy all the wine I could and drink as much as I could before I went blind. Ooh, what about running a pub? You could drink, make, and sell wine for a living. I never thought of that. That's actually an interesting idea. Silly, but interesting. You don't think you could do it? I think you could, definitely. Just let me come visit you sometime and sample the wares. I'm sure you'd love to sample them wares. I'm sure you'd love to sample Saren's wares, Draco. And get you drunk? No thanks. One drunk Draco is enough to last me a long, long time. Stalking about over at the party. That's kind of cool. They referenced that. They laughed, bumping shoulders. Ooh. All right, you two lovebirds. They stopped cold and turned to see Ramus. It's time for my shift. Go get some sleep, will ya? Draco laughed under his breath and squeezed at the seams of his robes. Saren's cheeks burned. Lovebirds? Had they been acting like a couple? But... Ya hear me? I'm here to relieve ya. Right, be safe. He passed the torch to the dwarf and started walking back to camp. In his mind, he told himself that it was just a joke. Near his tent, he turned to Draco, who was also eerily quiet, but the mage put on a smile for him. Saren contemplated asking Draco not to show up for his guard shifts anymore, but then immediately tossed away the idea. He likes him. Good night. Talk to you tomorrow. He started to move away, but Draco said his name. I just remembered something else about the future that I'd want. Saren's throat went dry. I'd want a good friend to be there with me because I've always wondered what it would be like. Saren almost thought that he had said those words instead of Draco. You probably will. A beat passed, and then Draco exhaled with a smile. Oh good, that's a relief. Night. They finally parted for the night, each more hopeful towards the future than they had been the day before. Ooh, Draco's affection increased. What's really a little upsetting, though, is that It seems like as soon as the sequence, that cutscene starts, you automatically are pretty much guaranteed to gain an increase in their affection. I would have much preferred that there was some sort of like dialogue choice or some choice that would either A, add to the affection, B, lose affection, or C, neutral. It doesn't increase nor decrease the affection. So it's kind of disappointing that those kind of cutscenes automatically increase the affection. That I think that would have been a heck of a lot better. What is it like when you turn into a demon? Why does that matter? I want to understand you. Mesfit took in a breath and focused on a point in the distance. There is nothing to learn. I feel only a dark, and then it is all I can hear, see, or taste. I become it. What do you mean by a dark? A hollow, a cold difference. That still doesn't help. Describe it. I cannot. I cannot because I'm barely there to experience it. I go away, far away. It feels as if I will never come back out. That is the best I can say. Saren will make sure that you come back out, Mesfit. We gotta make you come out. But you do come back out. How? Mesfit's eyes wandered as he thought about it. Finally, his eyes landed on Saren. It's because of Saren. I hear you. The dark blocks out many things, but I can hear you. Oh, that's so sweet! Just me? No, I can hear many people. Well, that's a disappointment, but their voices are only noise in the madness. Buzzing, threatening. I want to silence them. Mesfit had worked himself into a frenzy just recalling his memories of the dark. Saren put a hand on the dark elf's clenched arm, and his muscles relaxed. At times like these, Saren wished he knew the elf before his pact with the demon, to see him without their heavy influence. I do too. You had said that many monks in your temple were trying to repent from past sins. You had said that many monks in your temple were trying to repent from past sins. Yes, it makes for a very devoted devotee. When you know you have done wrong in your life, you still work hard, unquestionably, to do good. It serves the disciples well. And what about you? Are you one of those that is trying to make up for things you did before you were a monk? Sauser pressed his lips into a thin line, and then sighed. You caught me. Yes, I am the poster boy for repenting monks. I'm not the only one, but it's true. I am ashamed of a great sin, and I thought Irijo to clear my mind and my burdens. She has given me the honorable title of Master of Truth, but I still do not feel my sin is washed away. Wow, was it that bad? You speak truth. What did you do? I do not wish to say. Maybe later. Interesting. All right, I'm hooked. I need to know more about you. Chambara giggled. About time we got to know each other better. How did you come to be in the swamps? The Witch of the Wilds? You're being serious. Of course I am. That's private information. She crossed her arms and looked away. What do you do all day in the swamps? Don't you ever feel lonely? Chambara's heart look broke at the insinuation. Instead of being angry, the Dark Witch forced a laugh. You think I'm alone in that hut? Hardly. Joking. Uh-oh. Do you kidnap little kids like in the Fae Tales? Do you eat them? Or turn them into toads? Oh, please. I almost never eat my prisoners. Almost. Saren gulped. It's rather boring when I haven't killed anything in a while. Saren, may I ask for your aid in something very important? How much are you paying? Kidding. I'll probably do it for free. Unless you really are paying. Then I was definitely kidding. Well, it is a matter of the forest. A certain tribe is harvesting more than they should be. It is throwing off the balance of the forest with damage that will take hundreds of years to mend. What is this tribe doing? Why? It is the tribe of Farshade in the eastern trees. They are logging trees beyond their allowance. As for the reason, I hope there is an explanation other than greed. The elders have sent word that they are to stop, but they have not done so. The local druids should have kept this from happening, so I'm worried that something has happened to her. We will get to the bottom of this. You willing to help me? Thank you. I was worried about facing the tribe alone. You have been a good ally in battle, so I've asked you first. Please let me know when it's most convenient for you that we travel. You've acquired Mirth's personal quest. Yay! About time we got a personal quest. Available character quests. Please note that the quests have very tough battles. Don't try them unless you're well prepared and equipped. Sure. Your Highness, you may speak freely. In the audience chamber, you had said that you considered the humans and elves stupid. Do you really think that? Karen's face dropped in disbelief. I said that? Sarah nodded. That does sound unforgivable. I am used to little outside of the Citadel. I adapt well, but there are some delicacies of speech I have not learned. I am used to speaking to Amazons only. But you are correct. Now that all the cultures must come together, I cannot speak so despairingly about other cultures. I kind of like that Karen is recognizing and owning up to a mistake. She's not trying to like play it off. She's just saying, no, I did it. I goofed and I'm sorry and I'll make sure not to do it again. Which is very admirable of her and classy, especially of the race of men. You have showed me that your people are good people. You do them a great honor. That's great. I'm glad we cleared this up. Karen smiled warmly. I'm glad we had that talk. Why do the Amazons have slaves? Why do the Amazons have slaves? If they are so capable, why need anyone else to do work? Loren glared at Saren for insinuating a flaw in her culture. That's the only way you can actually get better, Loren, is if you actually look at your flaws, of which you always have some. Like the flaw of not looking at your flaws. Amazons are capable women, but they cannot be everywhere at once. If we were infinite in number, only Amazons would inherit this world. But as it stands, only half of our children are so made. I was born of an Amazon mother, but that does not make me an Amazon. Of course not, you are a man. Saren could not help but wince. That does not seem fair. Men are inferior. I don't see what's unfair about it. It is natural. Ooh, I'm wincing at that. How am I inferior? I don't understand. Because her brows deepened as she searched search in her past for an answer. Because that's how it's always been. Men must be weaker, less intelligent, and better suited for slavery than women. That must be it. That is ridiculously idiotic, Loren, and you know it. Or worse, you don't know it. Joking. I don't think anyone is suited for slavery. That's not really anyone's first choice in life. Haven't you seen the world when it is in the hands of men? A complete mess. The Citadel is how it should be. A lot of this conversation is really, really frustrating. Well, for the people who benefit from it, no slave I've met think that's the way his life should be. Oh, he got you there, Loren. And if roles were reversed, wouldn't you feel the same? Loren's lips twitched. She could not face Saren any longer and rushed away from him because she knows I'm right and she's uncomfortable that I'm right. A man was right. Good Lord. He hoped that his words were not ignored, and by how unnerved she looked, he doubted that they were. I'm wondering, I don't think that... I kind of doubt that the Amazons as a whole are going to turn their whole culture around and actually accept men as equals. Because a lot of what makes Amazons, at least in lore, in traditional lore, is that they do believe that women are superior over men. So I'm not really expecting that to change during the course of the story, but I'm wondering if Loren herself personally can come to accept that maybe men and women can be equals. Maybe. Hey, you, man. I have a name, you know. Ah, fine. Go on, forget it. No, what did you want? I said you can go on. You're not the right person for this. For what? Now I'm interested. I just had a personal problem is all. Are you trying to woo Dora? Dora, see, I knew it. It's kind of stereotypical that the dwarf ends up falling in love with the dwarf. I kind of would have loved that to not necessarily be the case, but It's okay. They are still cute together. Dora? No, blast. It's family stuff. Right, Dora. When you marry her, she'll become family. Oh, what's the problem? My stinking brother. Weasel's running the family into the ground. Since he's technically my elder, he's the head of it all. But he's got mush for a mind, I tell ya. There ain't a coin to our names no more. It's about time I take the family stones away from him. Whoa. You're going to do what to his stones? What? Ain't you heard of family gems? They're the pride of dwarven houses. The head dwarf maintains a family gem to keep record of our accomplishments. I've never heard of that. How do you keep records on a stone? It's like the memories, the shaper it. All kinds of ways. It's like those family crests some people have, symbols and such. Because of marriage, houses sometimes get a lot of gems. Cadris and his slimy hands on all of them, and he don't care how he tarnishing them. Time for me to be head dwarf, don't you say? All right, let's go talk to your brother. You have acquired Rammus's personal quest. Nice. Amukiki approached Saren and stared down at him. Yes? I require you. Ooh. Saren blinked and looked around. What for? You are the only one here who knows my truth. Your truth? That I was exiled from my clan. That's something you haven't told anyone? Not even Apalamesho? No. Saren suddenly felt honored, but unsure why he was allowed that information. 'Cause he likes you. What do you need me for? There was word that the nomads are fleeing the south. They've come north. They are nearby then, and you want to seek them out? Yes. For what purpose? You're exiled. You're not allowed to even go near them. Amukiki turned away with a grimace. I've asked too much of you. He was going to leave, but Saren stopped him. Hey, no. If you need me to bash some sense into them, I'm your man. Amukiki's eyes focused on Saren for a long moment. I'm prepared to travel at any time. I'll let you know. You've acquired Amukiki's personal quest. Yeah. Did you want me to leave you alone? What? Why do you ask? I feel like I should be leaving you alone. But why? I don't mind you as much. I don't mind you as much. We are good friends now. You're friends with a lot of people. I'm just getting in the way. Oh, Draco! Draco! I like you. No, I like you as a friend. What are you saying, Draco? Draco grabbed his arm and looked away. You know what I'm saying? Ask Draco to stop visiting so much. No, I like Draco. Nothing has to change. I like the way things are. If anything has to change, it's not between us. Draco met with Saren's gaze hesitantly. Do you understand? Sorry, I was just expecting you to say something very different. I'm a little shocked. It's all shock and awe with you, huh? How about a little credit over here? Well, I mean... you're right. Sorry. I was about to go tease Rammus about the little bows in his beard. Wanna come? Okay. The relationship between the two of them is really cute, I have to admit. What are Death Knights exactly? Are they like the Ring Wraiths or the Dementors? Probably like the Ring Wraiths. Dark Masters of the Old Age. This is rudimentary. They are not one race or kind. They are manipulators of death and dark magic that almost consume the whole world. Where did they come from? That is debatable. Many claim there is a god of Inferno who spawns minions or even sons, as one might call them. However, my life's research has led me to another conclusion. Do you know of the theory of realms? Look who I am asking. Of course you do not. Listen closely. I will explain this once. Our existence is divided into different realms. They exist upon one another. One is for the living, the others are for the dead. Inferno is the realm of the evil dead. Wicked souls fall there. The other realm is for the pure. Elysium. Yes, the fabled Elysium. Between these two realms of the dead lies a limbo. This is called the Underrealm. It is the highest realm of the dead, and the door through which the dead can escape. Is that how the dead keep coming back to life? That is the only way. They crawl from Inferno and to the Underrealm, or they never left the Underrealm. Those souls are Death Knights, the entities that live in the soul-twisting catacombs of the Underrealm, and who have not made peace with their demise. The Underrealm creates Death Knights. This is really interesting lore. It is a perverse place. Faust wears the armor of a great general of the old age, but he is no longer the same man. He has become a husk of himself. He lives on dark magic only, and his mind is tainted with the delusions of such magic brings. That explains why you think dark magic is evil. Because it is! I am tired now. You may pick up a book if you wish to learn more. Hmm.